This is Susie. She's 7 months old, just about 7 months old, and we have a almost 8-hour-old, 7.5-hour-old training line out here, tracking shoes with blood squirted every so often in the beginning, and it fades away to 50 and 100 steps at the end. The biggest challenge out here is this field's had some chicken manure spread on it not too long ago. I thought it was going to give us trouble, but she doesn't seem to be overly interested in it, which is good. Susie, sit. 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 Stay. No. Sit. Stay. No. Sit. Good girl. Let's go up here, see what we can do, girl, okay? Here we go. Putting it right down on the hoof prints. Good girl. Find it. I squirted a bunch of blood out like that, but the tracks go this way with a minimal amount of blood. Good girl. It's about 400 yards, the track. It just goes out, over, and back. That's the line right there. This is probably the oldest line she's ever done. Good girl. That was clearly a hoof print from the tracking shoe. Interesting, I was just talking to my friend Larry Golke on the phone yesterday, and he mentioned to me that beagles versus dachshunds on rabbits, that the beagles start hard and fast. I mean, the dachshunds start hard and fast when you put them down on a rabbit, but the beagles seem to start slow, but then when they get going, they're locked really in, better than the dachshunds. Good girl. He's talking about field trials, putting the animals right down on the rabbit. We're not in so much heavy of that manure right now, too, but there's some manure here. There in the beginning. When I picked this field, I didn't think there was much manure in it, so I walked out in it, and then it was like, oh boy. But deal with it. There's that little bit of manure there, caught her attention. Now she's got the idea. This is a turn, a 90-degree left-hand turn. I had put a little blood right at the turn just to grab her attention, so if she shoots it past it, she'll have a spot to remember to come back to. Oh, I was actually wrong about that. I thought it was the 90 there. It was actually the 30 off to the side. She hit that real good. She was right on it, now she drifted. She's looking to reacquire it. Not sure exactly where it is, but she's close. It's somewhere in here. It goes over there. Line is over there. We've got a little bit of wind, very little wind, going right to left. I've dropped the leash. Line's right there, goes along that row. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock, so this line is 7 hours old. Yeah, 7 hours. She should bump the line right in there. That should be it right there. She probably just bumped it. I said chicken manure earlier, it's turkey manure, but same thing. That's the line there, I'm almost sure. Something very close to that. Coming across to the marker. Yeah, that's definitely it, she's got it. Now it turns left there. There you go. Line's here. Right there. Good girl. Good girl, Susie. I didn't know if there was a squirt of blood there or not. Okay, here's the left-hand turn. So I put a little extra squirt of blood. She's sniffing it right there. Good girl, good girl. And it goes left. I'm just going to go with her. We're about 12 feet away. I'm going to let her come back on her own. Line's back at the ribbon. That was me, I accidentally stepped on the leash. There's a little bit of wind coming like this. That's the line there. That's that little squirt of blood I put there. Try to get the dogs to go right back to the last place they had it. So I know when they're making a track like this, if they blow off the end, hoping that helps their mind click back to the last place they had it because it was more significant. Untangling the leash, just go straight up through here. Across the rows for about 60 or 70 yards. I stopped it right there. This leash is 15 feet long, so if she gets the end of the leash, she's 15 feet away from me, and right now I'm standing pretty much just on the edge of the line, so I don't lose it coming across the field here. And stopped her again there. Now she's back on the original line because it came over and went this way. I'm a little disappointed that she's having so much trouble to find this line across these corn rows. But at the same time, you gotta be impressed by the dog's work ethic. She's having trouble finding it, but you can see she's definitely trying to find it, and her work ethic is excellent. She's looking for it. She knows what she's looking for. The other day I had almost 800 yards out, 750 yards out, and I thought it would be pretty easy, but it turned out it was pretty hard because it got real windy. And I mean, it was real windy, 15, 20 mile an hour winds, and it took her 65 minutes, and she never quit working in 65 minutes. The last 5 minutes she was getting a little whiny. I was basically running out of dog, but she never quit trying. Yeah, that's the line right there. A little bit of a wind coming like this, but I don't think she's using the air at all, even though the wind's coming a little bit. I mean, like 1 to 2 miles per hour at most, really almost still, probably a half to 1 mile an hour. I don't think she's using the wind at all. She's just taking it all from the ground. That's probably a line right there. Yeah, I can actually see where my foot stomped into the ground in a couple places. She's right there. It keeps going straight. Another 30, 40 yards. That should be the line right there. Good girl. 5:19, so about 20 minutes into this thing, more or less. Turns left here. Now what little tiny bit of wind there is drifting this way. Plus I assume the cold is rolling down this hill. You can see the ribbon isn't moving at all. It's not enough wind to blow the ribbon. Good girl. This goes right down this green. Going across those rows was challenging for her. There's also not any manure on this green for whatever reason. Not much came here. There's either side, but not much laid on this green here. This will go down here a ways, and then it'll go at a 30-degree angle across the rows. Good girl. I see the ribbon coming up. I'm not sure. Yeah, about 5 yards in front of the dog. Like right here. I'm not sure if that's the turn or not. Yep, it is. Yep, good girl. So, yeah, I see a ribbon up ahead. She did that nicely. Yep. She went about, looks like about 6 or 8 feet past where it changed rows. Good girl. Yeah, that's incorrect. It's over here. She's coming back. I don't think I have any more ribbons between here and the trees. I don't remember for sure, but there was a big bright tree, light colored tree. I didn't think it was going to get this late until I came out here. I almost forgot. So I don't know which one of those trees it is. I think it's right up this way, but I can't see from here. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it's right up here. It's that big straight tree. That one right there. Oh, yeah, here's a ribbon right up here. Good. Good girl. I thought I saw a ribbon. Oh yeah, she's right at the ribbon. There it is. Good girl. Right there it is. This road's a little bit of a curveball for her. She's never hit a hard surface like that. I'm stopping her right there, not doing anything but just not letting her advance. Oh, good girl, Susie. What'd you find? What did you find, Susie, huh? What did you find, huh? Oh, my goodness. What did you find? Good girl. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, Susie. Good girl. Good girl, Susie. Yeah. Good. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. 27, about a half an hour. Almost a half an hour. Not 100% sure what time it was when we started. Very good, Susie. Okay. We'll keep working at that type of work for a while till that gets easier and easier and she stays on the line better and better and less of that unnecessary checking. Thanks for watching.